Town TV on Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas,
Christmas
everyone.
I've taken some time out of my busy schedule as Gary to come down here to Carlton on Christmas Day. Gary wants to give his first interview since joining the club. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule.
No problem.
Leaving everyone on such a wondrous day of the year.
Well, it's either me or the Queen, isn't it, lads?
Okay, well, I hope everyone's got this on at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I'll dive straight in because I know you want to get back to your family. I can't believe, to be honest, that we're doing this on Christmas Day. Let's start with a festive one. What's your favourite Christmas song?
I've got a couple. I like Wham! Last Christmas, to be honest with you, back in the day. You know, it reminds me of the 80s and that, going around Nottingham City Centre. So I'd say Wham! Really, yeah. Around the nightclubs around Christmas time in the city. Back in the day, yeah, Wham! Last Christmas.
Sounds very festive.
Yeah.
What does Christmas mean to you? A big Christmas man, Gary?
Yeah, I suppose it's more for the kids, isn't it? You know, I've got might be 12 on New Year's Eve. It's more for me, Charlie and that. Yeah, we used to enjoy it as kids, didn't we? So it's for the children, isn't it? You know, get 2 weeks off work as well. So it's nice to have a holiday. I always go away for New Year's. So yeah, it's nice to relax with your family and get away for a few days. So yeah, it's a nice enjoyable time of year, isn't it?
I know we could sit and chat here about Christmas all day, but let's be honest, that's not why we're here.
We're here for Carlton.
Yeah, we're here for Carlton. So you've obviously been coming to Carlton, for years to like the luncheons and
yeah.
And
I reckon I've been coming down here for about 8, 9, 10 years now, having Christmas luncheons. A fella called Mike West, who used to work at Forest, he does a lot of events and that. He came up to me once in the Robin Hood Suite, said, "Oh, do you fancy a table at Carlton Town for the Christmas luncheon?" I said, "Yeah, we'll come down, yeah." So, come to the first one, really enjoyed it, and got to know Mick at the first one. But my father knew Mick from his shops a couple of years before, so obviously got to introduce myself to Mick, so you know my dad. Got friendly with Mick, and I said, "Oh, we'll come again next year." So we've had a table every year since, I think. And it's really good. It's really good afternoon out. So got to know Mick and Carlton Town through that, really. I came to a couple of games a couple of years ago, and then it just happened during COVID. I got more into it, you know, the grassroots football side of things, really.
And that led not only coming to games but putting on a game, the charity match. Talk to me a bit about that.
Yeah, well, during COVID we was all locked away for a year, weren't we? Didn't really do it a lot, and it happened at one of the Christmas luncheons a couple of years back. I met a fella called Paul Lowe, who was comparing for Mick, who's a good friend of Mick for the last 20 years. And he came up to me and introduced himself and gave me his card and said, "Would you like to do a podcast for me? I run charities in Spain, I live in Spain." So I said, "Yeah, no problem." Because I bought one of his books at a previous event here, a couple of years before, off him. And I obviously got to know Paul Lowe during lockdown. He asked me to do several podcasts, and then he asked me to do a piece for a book for him, a short life story. And then Mick suggested, "Why don't we put a charity event on, football charity match for Carlton and the charity?" And Paul asked me to come and work for him, you know, basically full time for his charity. And then Mick had the idea of putting the charity game on. I said, "Yeah, okay, I think we could do it." I was a bit sceptical at first, to be honest with you, but Mick was all up for the idea, and I put the idea to Paul Lowe. Paul says, "Yeah, we're good for it." And I think we started making plans just after Christmas, January last year. I was praying we'd get out of lockdown. I couldn't believe how it escalated and how many people turned up and the people we got involved in it. It was a big operation in the end, and I think we had about 800 people turn up. Made lots of money for the club and lots of money for Paul's charity, World Game Changers. So yeah, it was great, and organising it was really good fun, you know, a lot involved, but I like to get my teeth stuck into things like that, you know, it gives me something to do, especially during lockdown period as well, you know, it kept me focused on stuff, you know what I mean?
All of that effort clearly paid off and garnered you a lot of traction with the club, because not long after that you were invited to take a seat on the board. That must have meant a bit to a club you'd been coming down to for quite a while.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed to be asked to come on the committee. I think Mick mentioned it a couple of times before, and Tommy mentioned it, because I've been sort of helping Mick out, little donations here and there over the years, and donating stuff to the Christmas luncheon and that. And then that charity match overwhelmed everybody, you know, the amount of money we made and the interest we got from the general public, and Mick had shown a lot of faith in me, and obviously sad passing of Brian, there was a vacancy on the committee, and Mick invited me along, and I felt privileged to be asked, to be honest with you, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it.
Thoughts go out to Brian and his family. It must be a hard time of year. But like you said, that Brian did loads for the club, and his passing left a hole in the heart, but also a hole in what he did for the club. And you were kind enough to take the mantle of commercial manager and sales and marketing. How's that been going?
Yeah, I mean, I think I met Brian a couple of times, but obviously I only got to know the club in the last year really well, and if I can do off what Brian did for the club, I'll be well happy, and I think Mick will be happy with me. So it's going really well. It's going better than what I thought. You know, people are coming to me at the moment, not wanting to get involved and wanting to sponsor matches. You know, and the work that's going on. It's helping. We've got a great football team. You know, being run by Tommy and Mark, playing attractive football. I love coming to watch this football. You know, the football at the moment. It's great, and we're on a bit of a roll. We're on a ride at the moment. You know, crest of a wave, and it's really enjoyable work. You know, everyone wants to get involved. I've got a lot of mates coming down here now as well, all helping me out behind the scenes. I couldn't do half the stuff I'm doing without me Katie's, me Graham's, you know, my MD at Oakfield Construction. Everyone's helping out. It's a teamwork as well. You know, everybody's been helping out behind the scenes. I couldn't do half of what I'm doing without my little helpers behind the scenes as well.
With some of the stuff you're doing, to go in a bit more detail, obviously. Big help with filling up the 150 club, the spreading that with the initiative we had during lockdown. We've opened up new sponsorship packages for the TV you guys are watching now. The programme, match ball, even bringing mascots down most games now. We're filling the mascot packages pretty well. I mean, I didn't realise when I suggested the mascot, I didn't realise Mick already had a Miller Mass outfit hidden in the garage at home. And said, well, let's get it, it's Dortmund, let's get him going again. Rub the dust off him, let's get him out there. It's nice for the kids to come down, it's a nice day getting young kids involved in football, and hopefully become future Millers, you know, get the book for it, like I have done, you get the book for it. It makes it half the Mick's ideas are all working, you as well, Josh, you know, the programme and everything's coming together, it's brilliant. So, we've got a good team. Behind the scenes. You talk about everything coming together. Something that's really come together are Forest legends and the club, as well as other Nottingham celebrities, Johnny Owen, Lee Wood, Gary Boatsy, John Robertson, John McGovern, Colin Barrett. The list goes on. Fantastic for them to come down to the ground, and fantastic for some the supporters. What's it look like going forward?
Well, it's brilliant, because obviously Johnny's a good friend of mine, and he rang me up out of the blue and said, "Oh, Merthyr Town want to play a friendly this summer," and so he asked for Mick's number, so I gave him Mick's number, and all of a sudden we got Merthyr Town coming to Carlton Town, and we're a famous club that reached the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup quarter-final in the 80s. One of their directors is on the Welsh FA. We're very well known. We had all them come in the summer. We're going to make that game an annual event. We're going to go to Merthyr next summer. The summer after we'll get them here again. You know, prestige friendlies. So that started the ball rolling in the summer. Thanks to Johnny, and it's Johnny that helps me out with the contacts as well. You know, I've got to know these people through Johnny, and it's great. We've got Ian Storey-Moore in the new year coming down as well. Hoping to get a few other guys down here. Luke Fletcher said he'd come at some point. Vicky's promised to come in the new year when she gets a bit of a lull in the schedule. So there's more to come. You know, I think it's a good idea for the sponsors. We get the sponsorships, you see, at the moment, and it's nice for the sponsors if we get a celebrity come and do a bit of Q&A and spend a bit of time, have photos with the sponsors, make them feel privileged to be in their company. I think it's a good idea for the sponsors as well.
Speaking about feeling welcome, obviously on a day like today, which is all about family and friends and caring for one another. Carlton is that, it's a family. How welcomed have you found yourself with this family?
Oh, it's brilliant. I love being part of the Carlton family. Everybody down here, from the tea people to the bar staff, J-men, work the socks off, and everybody makes you feel welcome. It's a great club. All the coaching staff, the players are fantastic. They mix with you at the end of the game. I've sort of gone to away games this season. We go on the buses with the players. A lot of my mates are coming on the buses. It's a great atmosphere. And then when we get back, we have a drink with the player. It's a fantastic family club, community-run club. It's fantastic. I bring my lad down every Saturday. He comes with a few of his mates. I've got a few of my mates coming with their lads now. They watch a bit of the game. They go and play football on the AstroTurf. You don't have to worry about your kids. You can have a few beers with your mates in the bar. Try do a bit of fundraising for the club to join the match, and that's great. It's a brilliant family club. Love it.
Speaking about fundraising, you've already mentioned that obviously we've got the trip to Merthyr next season. What else, on the cusp of the new year, what else does 2020 hold?
Well, we're going to do the charity game again on May the 22nd. We're going to start working, really get seriously into that after the new year. Start getting players back involved. Everyone who played last year promised that they want to play again. So, and then Paul McKenna, who couldn't play last year because his wife double booked at the last minute, he's promised. I've already spoke to him. He's going to do a Q&A for us down here. He's promised to play. John Thompson wants to play again. Most of the guys that played last year, if they're available again, they're going to come down. Mark Slafe, I've got to mention, from Scotland, who helped us out massively in last summer's charity event, who's been a huge influence on me and the club since I met him. He's going to get us a few Scottish players down. He donated loads of stuff last year, signed art shirts, signs, Ip shirts for the club, made loads of money for us. He's well on board. He come to an away game with us the other week because he was in Nottingham. He took him on the bus to Chasetown, was it? He loved it, former played for Motherwell, former professional footballer. So we'll get working on the charity game in the new year. We've got the Merthyr game, and Clifton All Whites want to do a game with us as well for charity as well. They want to come on board with us and do an annual event. We're going to talk about that in a few coming months. We've got a few meetings in the new year about sponsorship deals. Mick's got other ideas about sponsoring the pitch. We've got sponsored, hopefully get sponsored the car park. There's people helping behind the scenes at the moment, and we got big plans for the club. Mick knows that, so it's all, it's going to be great, I think.
Well, if anyone wants to sponsor me, I've probably lost my place at home, having come here on Christmas Day.
Well, you can come back. You can come back to ours and a bit of leftover turkey, mate.
Cheers, mate. I'll throw these on the fire to warm us up.
No worries, mate.
Speaking of early Christmas presents, a couple of weeks back you got a flag made for you and Charlie. Talk to me about that.
The beer. It was another. Yeah, we got to mention the beer as well. His missus, she comes and helps us out with Miller Mass. Been fantastic as well. The beer comes along. He's another character for the club. We've got all these new fans that's just sort of coming down, and they're all great. The beer said, he'll get some t-shirts made up. He wanted to get a flag for the away games, and I've only just got it the other day. It's about the size of my bedroom. It's absolutely huge, isn't it? So that's going to the away games in the new year. I think it's going to make its debut at Easton away. Might be Coleshill yet. I think Coleshill away. It's going to make its debut.
And another item you're wearing right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, my wife designed this, the Carlton Christmas jumper. It was my wife's idea. We was chatting about Christmas jumpers the other week, and she said, I can get them done. I'll get you a Carlton one. So she's got the Christmas Carlton baubles on. So yeah, but give praise to Joe for that one, my wife.
Well, speaking of coming together as well, I thought I'd wear a Christmas jumper since we were coming down here. Mine's a Man City one, and I know you're a United fan, but today's a day where we put everything to the side. Friends come together.
Yeah, you're right.
Have you got a message to sign off with for everyone who's watching this at home, who's taking time out of their busy day with family to watch this? Yeah,
just have a great new year. Try and get yourself down to Carlton Town. Anybody's interested in sponsoring us, helping us out in the near future, jump on board for the ride. It's going to be a good one.
Well, to everyone
and a Merry Christmas,
watching, Gary. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas.